And glad we got this house. We're richer than a lot of you motherfuckers out there. I'm not going to lie.
You know, I'm starting to see guns hitting the streets. I'm watching people sell drugs in my neighborhood.
Once I'm on the cock, we establish a hard and strong cock. Cornwood takes a burger for a bribe on a traffic stop. Yeah, I don't know if that's right.
Dead ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6 of Papstalk. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I just want to show my appreciation for everybody that listens to the show. Not only listens to the show, but promotes the show. You guys have been going all out when it comes to supporting us. And in this day and age, right now, as we have it, with the business proposals and everything that's going on, you are not only supporting us in terms of spreading the word about what we do, but you're legitimizing this business and something that we not only appreciate, but we fucking need. So if this is something that you want to see more of, please spread the word and have more of your friends not only listen to this, but talk about it, tell people about it. Let's make this a thing. We have big plans ahead. We want to get more shows with different hosts under the Paps Media umbrella. And I just wanted to first and foremost say thank you guys. We have one hell of a fucking episode for you today. We got Archie Archer and Cow Mao. We're going to be talking about all kinds of things. So stay tuned and hit the motherfucking intro. Archie, Cow, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us, Doc.
Thank you for having us.
It is tradition around here, instead of me introducing the guests, for the listeners to really get to know you guys, to hear you introduce yourselves. So starting with Cow Mao, who are you?
I'm Cow Mao. I'm a junior manager of Senior Buns is how most people know me, dog. I'm also known as like the dead ass guy, the dead homies, the true real wallahi. I also work for the company. I am the director of emergency asset defense or strategic security. And I have a good time. Really, I just carry good vibes everywhere I go and just say true real dead ass on dead homies.
We will be diving a little into dead ass and dead homies in just a bit. But Archie, who are you?
Well, I'm Archie Archer. I've worked Group 6 since I got here to the city. So that would be my main job, but I'm also running for the Civilian Oversight Council. Hopefully, looking to be a council member here and help out the city. I also work for the company. I am a pawn, political asset wielding influence and networking. And I love the people of the city. I'm glad to be here, Mr. Paps.
Have you ever wanted to see a slice of the future? The company is on the edge of tomorrow, consistently innovating and creating technology to make sure that every citizen of Los Santos has access to the future. Speak with our friendly business associates and inquire about our various products today. Computers, graphic cards, Bitcoin? We'll walk you through it with ease. The best part is we're just getting started. So call us, talk to us, maybe even become one of us. The company. Let's take a step towards tomorrow together.
Starting with Archie, tell us a little bit about your history. Where are you from? When did you move here?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. I'm from the state of Florida. Sometimes, when I say that, people get a little worried because they've heard some things. But it was a decent life there. Lots of alligators, lots of great people. I'm just glad I got to Los Santos because my parents wanted me to do something with my life. They're divorced, and they kind of just didn't care about me. I don't think anymore, but it's okay. They sent me here, and I was really lonely, and now I'm not so lonely. I made some friends, and I don't know. I'm Archie Archer. People know me. Yeah.
All right, and let's ask Cal the same question. Cal, tell us a little bit about your history. Where you come from?
I've been in Los Santos for a while now. I originally came here because my brother moved here. I have a brother named Ling Mao. A lot of people don't know him, but I fled from home, and he was already here, so I was on a search to find him, and I found him. I was a member of Broke Street Kings, BSK, for 2 years, a Southside gangster. I've been through it all, ups and downs, war, not war. But now I'm kind of like a retired gangster. Just been enjoying the social life of Los Santos.
You mentioned something about being a junior manager over at Senior Buns. Can you tell us a little bit about the position you have there and what Senior Buns means to you? Because myself, also Will here, the producer included, we are fairly versed in working for Senior Buns. You know, I love working there. Mitch and I are tight with each other all the way, and I feel like it's a job that has given so much to the people of Los Santos, but it hasn't gotten the credit that it deserves. Just generally speaking, tell us a little bit about your involvement over there.
Yeah, real and true, dead ass. Yeah, I worked at, when after the government collapsed, I was like, where's a good place to meet people? So I decided to work Senior Buns, and I literally sat on the register. I think it was 100 hours straight. That's actually how I bought my $86,000 penumbra, just off Senior Buns.
Wow.
Yeah, Senior Buns means a lot to me, It's kind of a place where a bunch of misfits work together as a team to achieve a goal to keep food in the people of Los Santos in their bellies. There's a lot of ups and downs. Honestly, I think if you don't get stabbed once a shift, I really don't think you're working there. Sadly, I feel like Speedy's really stepped away. There's two managers of the place, Speedy and Sunny. I feel like Speedy's really stepped away from the place, and Sunny's been MIA in the sewers because she's the sewer queen. And I just feel like it's been me and a bunch of junior managers holding it down. Almost makes me want to put on a yellow shirt.
Yeah. Before we continue, I just want to say a massive shout out to Speedy. Not only is he a fan and a friend of the show, but has also sponsored some episodes. Something that we are grateful for. Can't wait to sit down and have a conversation with him. But Archie, give us a little bit about your current state right now. We talked a little bit about the COC, but
yeah,
what is your title? What are you doing right now?
Well, let me ask you something, Mr. Paps.
Yes, sir.
You know Drake?
Not personally.
That's great. So currently, I worked Group 6 the last week for maybe 70, 80 hours with my friend Cow over here, getting robbed 57 times an hour each day by gunpoint multiple times. They have lasers on the guns.
Real and true.
Real and true. And that led us to buying our $434,000 house in Mirror Park. That's right.
Wow.
Yes, you heard correct.
We're just planning the house out. We've been having some guests over recently. We got a nice pool. We have the best view in Los Santos of the Vinewood sign in the city overlooking. It's been great, We get to go skinny dipping with the homies in the pool.
Real.
Blow up our barbecue. Calv's done it. He's done it. I watched it. And I'm running for the Civilian Oversight Council.
Before we dive in a little deeper into the Civilian Oversight Council, is Los Santos luxury lifestyle kind of the light at the end of the tunnel for you guys? Is that what you're working towards?
I'm just working towards the pursuit of happiness, the American dream. That's really it. Whatever makes me happy, I want it, and I get it.
I want to be loved.
Yeah, I used to be a Southsider, and I don't want to move back down there. Once you get out of the hood, I really don't want to go back down there. So I thought Mirror Park was a good spot to start over.
And Archie, would you say you're the same?
Yeah, I would say that. To be honest, Paps, I've had a rough go at it ever since coming to the city a little over 2 months ago. People have loved me. They hated me. I went on my little make an amends tour, so I think I'm good with people now. But I just want to be loved. I want to have a good life. I want to live. I want to see all there is to see and do all there is to do. And be with the people that make me the happiest in my life and give me the most positive vibes, just like my friend Cow over here. That's why I'm living with him. And we can just, sit around all day, buy our poolside, eat some Senior Buns, talk about Drake, and just have a good time.
Let's talk about you guys' relationship, because honestly, I don't think I've seen a tighter couple of people work together. Like, you're fucking Batman and Robin. I don't know who Batman and who Robin is. But
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
No, you're Robin, dog.
I'm Robin.
One of you is Batman, one of you is Robin. But tell us a little bit about your relationship. How did you guys meet? When did you meet?
Tinder?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, Tinder, but just the friends section.
Yeah, just the friend.
I don't know I don't know how I met Archie. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know. He kind of just fucking came into my
Group
life.
6, probably Senior Buns.
Yeah, it was Senior Buns, and then we really bonded because we started working for the company together.
True. Yeah, and we were both part of the intern program. It was an amazing program through the company. We did a lot of exercises where we got to know each other, work together on solving puzzles or goals or tasks, and we just kind of grew into little cliques within the company. And I guess that's really how I got to know Archie.
Yeah, same here. And over at the company. I'm glad they really did start that project because I want to really gotten to know Cal as I have without them. You know, I love, shout out to the bosses, Mr. Mickey, Ray, Benji, OTT.
Real.
They're doing great stuff over there. Breckers, they got a good thing going on.
We've been in touch with Mr. Raymond Romanov, which I believe is going to be the episode right after this. It's kind of a great segue to get into it. Tell us a little bit about who the company is and how you guys started working with them.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I was standing on the corner in front of Senior Buns, and Mr. Mickey pulled up, Mickey Sinclair, one of the most handsome men in Los Santos. And he said, "Get in my car. We're going to the clothing store." And I was like, okay. So he kidnapped me, of course, with my consent. And we went over to Poison Bees, and he said, "Get dressed." And I was like, okay. I got dressed in this nice suit, resembled one of being an intern. And I, along with Breckers, one of the head interns, now one of the head of operations, got ready and started this intern program. We brought others in, we got them changed into their formal uniforms, and it really just blossomed from there. He led us in meetings and gave us tasks to do as business for the company. And it's been a great thing in my life because I've gotten to know so many great people and have a sense of purpose working for a company.
Yeah.
And just learning a lot from them, truthfully.
Cal, was the experience similar for you?
Yeah, I mean, I walked into a clothing store, and the lady was getting dressed. I said, "Where are you going? You look great." She said, "I'm going to an internship program. Do you want to come?" So I said, "Sure." I'm not a yes man, but whenever I see fun things to do, I'm usually down. So I dressed up, walked to Senior Buns, like in the side hall, and there was Mickey hosting an internship meeting. I got picked up by the internship, and we did little tasks, and I feel like it gave me purpose in Los Santos. I have something to wake up to every day, look forward to, work with a team. If you really don't know what the company is, we're a technology company. We sell computers, CPUs, GPUs, hard drives, and working on future technologies.
And we recently sold crushes for Valentine's Day as well. A great community outreach program. And people really loved it because they got to send their friends and their loved ones something nice to commemorate them for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard and saw. I just didn't realize that the company was behind that. That's incredible.
Did you receive any, Mr. Paps?
No.
I did it.
I did. I made them because I was selling them. They sent one to me. Not. I didn't make them.
Wait, so you made one for yourself, is what you're saying?
Listen, I would have given you one, Mr. Paps. You deserve it. I mean, look at you.
I appreciate that. I shaved my beard recently. I grew a beard for about a week.
I saw. I saw that. What happened with that?
Everybody told me to get that shit off my face.
Yeah, you looked a little weird. I'll be honest.
Well, it felt cozy.
Crazy.
I felt comfortable, but you know what?
Okay.
It's not about me though. It's not about me. Here we're here to highlight you guys, your achievements, your history, and everything that happened. One of the things that I love to talk about here is the Sanguine War. There was a collapse in the economy. There was a lot of things that happened in a span of 5-6 years before you and I could sit here and comfortably talk about your future endeavors. What were you guys doing during basically the collapse of the world as we knew it?
I don't even know if Archie was in Los Santos, were you?
Well, before the Sanguine War, no.
Well, yeah, once again, I used to be part of Brogue Street Kings, BSK. We had down Brogue Street, Cypress, Section 3, Old Vagos turf. We got offered to be invited to go to that war, but we thought we'd keep our priorities straight and not do that because people went away for like 30 years. It was pretty crazy, I'd be in the south side seeing attack helicopters flying over, jets having dogfights in the south side. It was pretty crazy, dog. RPGs. It was a difficult time because all the big heads in the city all went to prison. So it was kind of like the city was in a huge stalemate, People who moved around materials, people moved around important things like lockpicks and stuff like that. It was really dry. It was a rough patch. It felt like it was the inevitable that the collapse would follow up.
And Archie, you weren't around for...
I was back in Vice City working at Popeyes. Now I'm here in this city of dreams, Los Santos. I've been treated horribly, amazingly. There's so much to say about it, you know? When I first got here, you know, I met some amazing people. I was over at Group 6. That's where I met one of my first bosses, Alexander River. Good guy. He's a pretty good guy. I like him. I like him a lot. Matya Sarkovsky. They showed me the ropes. Did that for a little while. I was in a little bit of a sad boy era, little sad boy phase. That's when I met Xavier, who was a paralegal at the time, and who's now a lawyer, by the way.
Yeah, he's actually our lawyer here at the podcast.
He's ours as well. He's fantastic. And if you need a lawyer, I'm telling you, this is a little free plug. Xavier knows what he's doing.
Xavier Monroe.
Real and true.
Also
Xavier
a sponsor on the last episode of the podcast, and a future guest.
Oh, fantastic. I cannot wait to hear his episode. He's a great guy. Knows what he's doing. He's smart.
Yeah,
I knew he was
deadass.
going to make a great lawyer. I'm glad I met him before he became one. He helped me out a lot. He got me out of my my feels. He threw me in a trunk with these random Group 6 guys, and it ended up with me confronting the Vagos, almost getting killed, and
God.
you know, becoming a man. And now I'm here with you guys.
And a great segue. Great segue. Speaking of men, let's talk about the cock.
Drake. Deadass Drake.
Tell us, Cal. I have a whole
Drake?
segment ready for Deadass in just a bit. But let's talk about the cock. Tell us a little bit. What is the cock? For those that glossed over the intro there, tell us a little bit about your cock.
Absolutely. I'd love to tell you about my cock. So, it's not Drake's. This is a
Oh yeah,
different
City
type of
Oversight
cock.
Council. Sorry.
This is the City Oversight Council. Now, I'm going to announce this here first, and it hurts me. I'm ashamed to say this. As much as I love the mayor, and I'm basically his best friend, I went to his wedding, all right? He refuses to call it the City Oversight Council. Apparently, Mr. Paps, it is a board. But me and my campaign will continue to call it the Civilian Oversight Council because the hashtag is Archie for Cock and forever and always will be.
In a world where voices often go unheard, where justice can seem out of reach, one candidate stands ready to answer the call.
Got knuckles for 8! And Rohan will answer.
Rohan Cockle is here to ensure your voice is heard loud and clear. It doesn't matter who you are or where you stand, because Rohan Cockle believes that every opinion matters, every voice deserves to be listened to. So when it's time to cast your vote for the Civilian Oversight Board, remember the name Rohan Cockle. That's COB, and anyone who says otherwise is factually incorrect. Rohan Cockle for Civilian Oversight Board 2024. Because it's time for real change. It's time for your voice to be heard.
The Civilian Oversight Council is a council that is being voted in by popular vote. That's the vote I need from you folks listening out there. And 8 people are being voted in by a popular vote. The government will be interviewing all 8 to pick 4 of them to be on the council. So 4-person board, 4-person council. So there's 4 people in the cock, and their job is to take the requests from the citizens of the city, like most of you listening out there. When it comes to, you know, when the police wrongfully, you know, mischarge you, give you a charge or hurt you personally, you know, if they're going, you know, 210 miles down the freeway and they hit you and there's no penalty for that. So you'll come to us. We'll take your request. We'll vote on passing legislation higher up into the Council of 8 in the government, and they will hold the police accountable with our voted actions to do you right by them, because, you know, we know they do a lot of things wrong here. It's just state of the matter, you know?
And Cal, what's your position on the cock?
I think Archie's probably got the best fitting cock. Seen it myself. He puts a lot of work into it. His whole campaign and everything. I think I really hope the COC, aka cock, can actually change a lot. I'm really hesitant on it though, but I'm not against the chance of giving people a chance to represent the people.
We have to dive a little deeper into that. Tell me about your hesitation with the cock.
I don't, you know, sometimes I feel like the world's a stage. I feel like everything's just kind of the way it's gonna go. I don't know if just like I feel like we don't have much opinion sometimes. Well, I gotta say, with this mayor, I've never seen a mayor do so much in my whole time living in Los Santos. So I'm a little less hesitant now, but I don't know. I guess I'm just hesitant on people representing the people, or I want the people to kind of represent themselves. But if they can hold more leverage with the mayor and the government, then I think it'd be a good thing. Dead ass.
And that's really what I want to do, is help the people of this city. I mean, I've met so many of them every day on this campaign trail, and I'm listening to all their concerns. I write them down, and I feel for them, and I really want to help them get the things they want done. Besides holding the police accountable, which will be the first and biggest part of our job, hopefully it'll expand into other normal civil matters, such as with these businesses and whatnot. Having proposals, be heard a little bit better, because the people have a lot to say, and frankly, it's not being heard. The mayor's great, and I really do enjoy what he's doing for the city and the legislation he's passing in such a swiftly manner. And the Council of Eight, I've met all of them. The head of the Cock will actually be Mr. Moulton, who is that of the bar, and he will be handling it. And I've spoken to him, and I have a lot of confidence in what we'll be able to do for the city, for the civilians in it. And I would be happy and honored to be on this council if you voted for me.
Let's get a little saucy here. You mentioned, the police department. You mentioned the little discrepancies here and there between the police department and what the residents of Los Santos want. What are some of the complaints or some of the concerns, if you will, that you've heard?
I've gotten so many. Where do I begin, Mr. Paps? I mean, McNulty's going 150 down the freeway, and he hits a family of 5. One family member lives, and they come to me and they complain. I mean, I got to do something about that, right? Can't just let it go.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Cornwood takes a burger for a bribe on a traffic stop. I don't know if that's right. Wax is out there, blonde hair and all, letting some people go when maybe he should be actually pulling them over more. There's so many things.
A lot of both sides. A lot of the stricter side, also a lot of slack. No pun intended.
I definitely, and I'm not a one side Andy, Paps. I actually had a meeting with the PD recently, and I will say that they do like what I have to say and do on this council. It went very well, because I will listen to both sides of the coin. I'm not just going to take, of course, one opinion over another. I'm going to analyze it with my other 3 council members. And we're going to really put a lot into passing these votes for holding them accountable and fixing things. I'm not just trying to tell them they're doing their job wrong. I'm trying to help them do their job right.
I have my own version of the best case scenario. Everybody does, right? Everybody has their own version of the perfect world, or what they would like to achieve at the end of the tunnel. And we'll start with Archie, but I'd also love to hear Cal's input on this. What is the perfect situation? What are you working towards? Where are you leading the people if you get elected for the Cock?
Once I'm on the Cock and we establish a hard and strong Cock, my hope and my goal is every person I talk to that have come to me speaking from their heart genuinely about what they want in this city, we can help get that done for them. And for the people I haven't met yet, I want to continue hearing those items that they have on their list and continue to establish their word in this city and how they feel, what they want to get done. As long as it's in a logical sense, it should happen. And I want to see that for the people, because I'll be honest, I love most of the people in this city. They've been so nice to me. They've treated me very well. And that's all I want to do back. I want to return that, because I treat people how I'm treated, and I think they deserve a lot more than what they've gotten. But I want to establish a stable, voting process for their legislation we want to pass for what they want in this city. I may just make $100 an hour sitting at City Hall all day to do this job, and I'm willing to do that. I'm willing up to give a social life, and skinny dip in my own pool.
Real true. Dead ass.
Cal, same question to you. What is the perfect situation for you?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Like I always bring it up, but my history is being a Southsider, and I'm really used to just waking up on the block, shooting with the homies on the block, slinging dope on the block, going to sleep on the block. And honestly, right now everything feels so sweet. I feel like it's a matter. I feel like Los Santos is so sweet right now. I feel like it's a matter of time before it isn't. You know, I'm starting to see guns hitting the streets. I'm watching people sell drugs in my neighborhood. So I'm not really sure. All I know is I just want to be happy. And I feel like, I could curse, right? I feel like shit is sweet right now. And I feel like shit ain't gonna be sweet much longer in Los Santos.
Real.
Just to clarify, is sweet bad or sweet is good?
I think sweet could be both, right? Like, I feel like sweet is like comfortable, right? So I'm like using a synonym for comfortable. I think being comfortable is great, but also bad. You know, people don't pursue more. All I know is I wake up every day, I try to have a good time, and then I go to sleep happy. But I think things are about to shift in Los Santos pretty soon.
Speaking of analogies, synonyms, speaking of ways of communicating your thought process, let's talk a little bit about dead ass. We are currently recording this on my birthday, you guys.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Well, happy birthday,
Deadass.
Mr. Paps. Dead ass.
I am an old. I've been trying to catch up with not only Mr. Cow's lingo, but having worked in your buns a bunch of times, I started saying for real. I have also used the term no cap at least 6 to 7 times. I have also
Dead homies.
I haven't used dead homies and dead ass, but I have sheeshed once or twice. They told me that that's already out of
way out of
the cool club. But tell me a little bit about what is a dead ass and who are the dead homies?
Well, I don't know. I just like saying dead ass. I think it's funny how I pronounce it. I think it really gets in people's head like an earworm. Dead ass for me is like, sometimes when people talk, they pause in silence or they go, to me, all the words I say are pretty much fillers. And I feel like there's just so many words that you could replace with, right? For example, I'll say true, real, but I'll never say false, not, false, fake. I'll say not real, not true.
Real.
Yeah.
Glass half full kind of guy, Mr. Cow.
Yeah, yeah. You can even answer a no with true, right? You could be like, Cal, you're stupid. I'll say true or real. I can even say no while saying yes. It's I don't know. Slowly over time, I feel like I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just going to go, I don't know. Like, in fact, Archie even came up with trial.
That's right.
Which is
Real.
true, real in one word. Trial.
I figured in this day and age, with everyone having so much, what do they call it? HDMI, we might as well shorten things down. Right, Mr. Paps? So true, real. Well, let's just make that trial. We're keeping it trial out here.
Yeah, trial that ass.
Trial. That ass. On Wallahi type shit. I did talk to you about climbing some buildings before. I was on my little Spider-Man arc. I was doing some rooftop climbing.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Maze Bank Tower. It did remind me of Drake, so I tried climbing it. It's just that's the truth, Paps. And I got a decent way. I fell off. I fell into a bush, and then I twatted for an hour straight, and that really got me where I am today.
You know what? Not only do I remember that, that's the first day I met you.
Yep, and it was a magical day.
It was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day. I think that was the day that you really solidified yourself in the and I hate to use this word, but in the influencer realm. You genuinely became someone that people wanted to follow.
Yeah, I'm like an influencer, just like Drake. And I have to say, you're 36 today. Again, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, dog.
My knees and back hurt.
You know who's also almost 36?
This year, dog.
You know who's also almost 36, but is 37?
Who's that?
That's Drake.
Drake.
You kind of look like him too.
Not everywhere. Yeah, I wish
good enough.
I wish I looked like Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, we all, dog.
Oh, we all.
Okay.
My better half, my missus, the lovely Autumn Perry, has him bookmarked on her browser on her phone.
So do I. I've watched it 537 times.
I mean, she's got you beat on that one, but yeah, no pun intended in beat.
Also, a little shout out to my good and close friends that I'm making, Mason and Esney. I appreciate you guys, and love you guys and stuff.
Hell yeah. Cal, anything to look forward to from your perspective? Any shout outs that you want to give before?
Oh, of course. Big shout out to my gorgeous girlfriend, Gabby Brito. I call her Gooby. Big shout out to Bo. Big shout out to the company. Big shout out to G6 for not giving us guns, so we're driving around like loot boxes. Big shout out to my brother who only wakes up just to text me mean things. Big shout out to Drake.
The biggest.
Yeah, the biggest shout out, Drake. Really.
Drake.
Say it. But yeah. No, I really appreciate being on here. I think at this point I should become an influencer myself. I feel like Deadass is my brand. Maybe I should start a Deadass clothing line.
It's like a pandemic. It really is.
Dude,
Yeah.
I will be honest with you. I haven't done some shifts at Senior Buns while you were managing there. I have walked out and heard, oh, you know, I'm gonna go do a grind run, and in my head I just went Deadass.
Deadass.
Yeah, apparently people say when I'm not around, so I'm just a trendsetter.
Legendary.
Trail.
Step into the rhythm of history this Saturday at the Liquid Library's Black History Month celebration. On February 24th, starting at 12 p.m. EST, immerse yourself in the beats and melodies of Baby K, Black Barbies, OTT, Chili Mac, and more. Secure your spot for a day of unity, culture, and unforgettable performances where every beat tells a story. Search BHM on Yellow Pages for more information. Let's make history together.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of the show. And as tradition has it, we will give the microphone to both Cal and Archie. And only when they are ready to end the episode, they will say the words, hit the outro. But until then, they have complete control over the show. So starting with Cal, and then Archie, tell the listeners of Papstalk anything you guys want. And then when you are both ready, I would love it if you can synchronize the words, hit the outro, and that's when we will hit it. So from Paps here, thank you guys for listening. Cal, take it away.
Yeah, I ain't got much to say, but I'm out here for my dead homies and Deadass, true, real. Start saying trill. Also, please stop selling drugs in Mirror Park, and I'm gonna make a noise complaint at the next Liquid Library event.
And yeah, just, you know, vote for me for the cock. You know, call me if you have any questions. I'm on Yellow Pages all the time. And, you know, I love the people of the city, genuinely. I've met so many sweet and kind individuals, and they've been nothing but nice and helpful to me. And shout out to my boy Cow over here, Deadass. I'm so glad I met him. I don't know anyone else better to talk and look at Drake with than Cow. And glad we got this house. We're richer than a lot of you motherfuckers out there. I'm not going to lie. And
Thank you, G6.
Thank you, G6. Shout out Dundee, by the way.
Shout out Dundee, worst criminal
making
ever.
it interesting, robbing us, but failing at more than half the time. Shout out to the fucking guys with the guns with the laser pointers out there, baby.
Real.
And yeah, I love you.
Yeah, Deadass.
Yeah.
Hit the outro, yeah.
Hit the outro.